Hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar dedicated to how to effectively promote multiple services in one super app. My name is Lisa. I'm a lead digital marketer at Onde, taxi booking software for your local business. And today we will be talking about marketing for your super app services. We will cover different strategies to acquire customers, something like digital marketing, cross promotion. We will also be talking about customer retention, which is a very important topic as well. And we'll be talking about all of these for both ride-hailing or taxi and delivery services. That's actually the trickiest part about marketing of a super app. You have two or even more different services that you need to take care of. And together with our partner PlayFood, we've seen a lot of different cases, different marketing approaches from our partners. And we ourselves know a thing or two about promotion, as we have been launching digital marketing campaigns for our partners for, I believe, almost 6 years. So we'll be happy to share our knowledge with you. Now, before we start, let me just mention that you're free to use chat and Q&A section to ask questions during the webinar, and we will answer these questions at the very end of it. Also, you will get the recording of this webinar and you will get the presentation. Everyone who registered for this webinar will get it. So if you cannot stay with us till the very end, you will get the recording. And now let me just introduce our amazing speaker, Vera. Vera is the Key Partners Manager at PlayFood. She is a talented professional with over 10 years of experience in business management. During the last, I believe, 3 years already, right, at PlayFood, she helped nearly 20 companies in 15 countries launch food delivery services. Vera believes that with a reliable software partner and quality business support, every startup has the potential to build a successful super app business. So hello, Vera, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our wonderful webinar. We are continuing this series of webinars devoted to the topic of super app. Today, we're going to talk about marketing aspect, and we'll discuss how to effectively promote multiple services in one super app. So what's on our menu today? We are going to discuss digital marketing channels, offline and offline marketing strategies and channels. We will talk about in-app promotions, and stay tuned till the end of this webinar because we are going to share with you the tool that our in-house marketing team is using for running our own marketing campaigns to stay on top of them and to track them efficiently. So before we jump into our main topic, I just want to talk a little bit more about Onde and PlayFood. So we are partner companies, and collectively we've been on the market for more than 10 years. During this time, Onde launched more than 400 ride-hailing businesses in 75 countries. PlayFood have been on the market for 3+ years, and we've launched 35+ food delivery businesses in 20 countries. And right now, 20+ super app businesses are using our platforms and applications. So what is super app? Just to remind you about this concept, a super app is basically the solution where you combine multiple services in one single application for your clients. So instead of downloading separate apps for food, ride-hailing, package deliveries, your customers are going to get one single mobile application, and they will be able to access all of these services from a single interface, from a single app. So in terms of benefits of the super app solution, well, first of all, it is ease of use for customers. Instead of 3, 4, 5 apps, they're going to have just one. And second of all, the super app has been a trend in recent years. Now, if you look at the competitors, most of them are combining their services in one interface. Also, this gives you the opportunity to double revenue because you're going to offer multiple services to the very same audience. So imagine if you're having ride-hailing users and ride-hailing business, you can earn from the ride-hailing orders, but now you're ordering food delivery, vertical, maybe even grocery delivery, pharmacy delivery. So you're going to monetize your ride-hailing audience over and over again. Also, SuperApp gives you opportunity to better use the driver's time, because it's not a secret that quite many drivers, they are working for multiple competitors at the same time. They have maybe several phones, or they're just switching between the apps. And they're doing so because sometimes they may not have enough orders from one company. So instead of having your drivers to switch to the competitors, you can just offer them additional verticals, additional service types and types of orders within your company. And the benefit that we are going to talk in detail today is cheaper customer acquisition. So now let's discuss how to effectively promote SuperApp. I want to give you 3 steps plan that will help you to launch effective campaign. And step number 1 is going to be conduct market research and competitor analysis. I believe that this step most likely will be already tackled on your list by the time you launch marketing campaign, because these 2 things, they're crucial just for starting pretty much any business, right? But just in case you have not done yet this research, make sure that you complete them before you launch the marketing campaign, because all of your campaigns, they should be based on the characteristics and peculiarities of your market. So you need to make sure that you know your market very well. What are the research areas that you need to focus on? First of all, your competitors, not only just like Googling, checking what kind of companies are doing ride-hailing, food delivery, but studying their pricing models, studying their pricing strategies, analyzing what kind of promotional activities they have online, offline. Trust me, it's going to give you lots of insights. Plus, it can be a source of inspiration for you, and we're going to speak about it later. And also, try to find out customer pain points. This is very crucial. You can do it online. You can go to Facebook, WhatsApp, Reddit, any platforms where people gather and discuss and share their experience and feedback in your region. And you can also just go to the applications pages on the stores. Like you can go to App Store, find the app of your competitor, check what kind of reviews the customers are leaving there. Or you can just go offline, ask your friends, relatives, acquaintances, maybe have a community, offline community where you can discuss this topic and just hear what kind of feedback they're going to give you. Why it's crucial? Because based on those customer pain points, you'll be also able to come up with step number 2, your UVP, unique value proposition. Is it going to be the statements that will answer the question why your users need to buy from you and not from the competitor? Unique value proposition is going to identify what kind of benefits you are bringing to your users, and also what kind of solution do you give them, and which pain points your solutions are going to solve. So again, to come up with your UVPs, do the competitor analysis, identify your target audience, and then just write down the clear and compelling statements. And when you will be launching your marketing campaigns in the future, you will be always revolving your campaigns around the UVPs, because in the campaign, you need to show the user why they must order from you, why they need to use both services, the SuperApp one, what are the benefits. And last step before you launch any marketing campaign is to do audience segmentation and targeting. So we suggest to start with the segment of SuperApp users, so-called cross segment. Here on the screen, you can see the characteristics that you can use to analyze the audience and group them into different segments. But in general, the best approach is to imagine as detailed as possible the portrait, the profile of your ideal customer within the segment. It's possible that within SuperApp group, within ride-hailing group, food delivery group, you're going to have multiple segments. It's okay. When you are thinking about this portrait, this segment, try to answer the question, like, what is the name of the person within the segment? What is the age of this person? What are the interests they have? What do they do for a living? What their typical day look like? And trust me, these portraits, they will help you immensely when you start launching the campaigns, setting up the targeting campaigns, or trying to find influencer who will be relevant to your users. So focus on the super app segment first. And then once you conduct and single out the segments of users within this group, move to doing the same for ride-hailing audience, meaning the audience who is going to use only ride-hailing services, and then food delivery audience. So people who are only going to use food delivery services. And for each of the segments, try to answer the question, if we're talking about a ride-hailing audience, standalone ride-hailing audience, how would you teach and motivate them to use food delivery services? In food delivery audience, do vice versa. Answer the question, how would you teach and motivate them to use ride-hailing services? And in your super app segment, users who are actually using actively both types of services, answer the question before starting the campaign, how would you stimulate the retention of these people, of these users? And keep from our side, always try to maintain consistency in messaging across the services. What do we mean here? So first of all, unify brand elements across your services. If you have food delivery, super app, grocery delivery, package delivery, make sure that all of these verticals, they have consistent brand identity. Make sure that the tone of voice you are using in the messages within those verticals, they're the same. If you are sending push notifications to your ride-hailing users, these push notifications, they have the same tone of voice as the notifications you are sending to the food delivery users. Make sure that you synchronize your communication channels. If you promote actively ride-hailing services on Facebook, do the same, for example, with the food delivery, also promote it actively on Facebook, and vice versa. If you promote actively your food delivery services on Instagram, make sure that you also promote your ride-hailing services on Instagram. Always highlight the unique benefits of using both services for the cross segment, for the segment of super app users. And remember, I mentioned that when you are taking the group and creating the segments of your audience within the group, for example, super app group, you may have 2 segments. And when you will be creating the campaigns for each segment, try to come up with personalized messages, try to come up with relevant custom promotional campaigns, and try to always communicate what are the benefits of adopting both services. And now, let's speak about digital marketing channels. I want to make a disclaimer. So, of course, I'm going to state the obvious now, and I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. The number of these channels is limited. And I'm sure you already know all of those channels. You are most likely active users of those channels. But our goal here is to highlight how competitors are using these channels, give you the source of inspiration, some ideas that you can go and adopt in your projects and then innovate further. So, first channel is social media marketing. Here, of course, we are talking about the profiles of your brand on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, Snapchat, any other platforms that are relevant for your region. And these channels, they're great because they give you opportunity to engage directly with your customers. You can quickly gather feedback. You can quickly post and announce new features, new promo campaigns, You can post the updates through story posts, just messages if it's like the WhatsApp. And what can be example of content plan ideas? You can create pieces of content revolving around your product. So again, post stories, videos that are answering the questions why your product is more convenient than competitors, how to use your product, how to use particular features, what are the special features that your product has, and try to stay creative. Like here, we added great example from DoorDash in Canada. They actually rated the bag of DoorDash versus the tray and basket of the grocery store in a very creative way. Another example is to record videos about day in the life of courier or driver who is using your SuperApp services. You can also, for example, run a series of videos where you're asking your SuperApp users what is the best advice they ever received as customers from SuperApp driver, taxi driver, or maybe what kind of funny situations they had with your SuperApp couriers. Again, you can use your social networks to notify your users about weekly promotions. And one of the most efficient channel, in our opinion, we highlighted it in bold. It's UGC, users generated content. Right now, it's super popular and it's showing great results in terms of attracting new users. Why? Because UGC is made by just regular people, not influencers, just regular normal users, and people are always buying from people. Users' trust increases when they see that fellow human being is using the same products they have been advertised some time ago. So it's easier for people to make decision to try the service when they see that other people are also using the service. And if you manage to use this channel efficiently, you will be able to basically get yourself the channel of endless content. You can repost and in general post those videos in your social networks, and it will generate good engagement with your audience, and it will bring good traffic of new users. Right now, quite many content creators, they are recording the UGC content based on the fee. So you can go ahead and order this type of content, or some users, they may just record this content because they really want to share, for example, their positive experience of using your service with their subscribers. And next channel is targeted ads and retargeting campaign funnels. So you can utilize these tools at the top. You can do social media ads, Google ads, App Store search ads, in-app advertising, and you can create the sales pipelines and direct the traffic of users into your social medias, into your pages with the apps in App Store or Play Market, or you can direct them just to the web marketplace, aka the catalog with your restaurants or grocery stores. Some of these tools, they can be used, like, for example, without any particular skills or prior knowledge. For example, if you go to Instagram or Facebook, you can just make a post and then you'll be prompted with the promote button below the post. You can click on it and Instagram will promote this particular post to the target audience. But if you want to launch more specialized campaigns, definitely we would recommend to hire the professional, the marketer or targeting expert, who will be able just to guarantee the good results of the campaign and save you tremendous amount of time on learning how to launch those ads in Google or in Facebook. And continuing the topic of promotion within Facebook and Instagram, here we gave you some of the examples how basically you can use the social medias right now. If we take Facebook or TikTok, there it's possible to add links in the posts. So basically, if you want to promote a particular restaurant, you can leave the link that's going to redirect users directly to this restaurant. You can leave the link to the application, to the restaurant, just to the marketplace, or on Instagram, it's also possible to have this like button, for example, order food. And again, you'll be able to connect this button to your marketplace and have the users to quickly go and order some of the foods that they, for example, saw in your profile. All right, and now next channel, influence marketing. So here you can partner with influencers to increase brand awareness. You can work with influencers based on two modes. The first mode is the standard one, when you just pay the influencer a flat fee for advertising your product in a piece of content they're going to release. It can be ad placed into the post, into stories, maybe in the video. Another mode is when you are not paying a flat fee, but you are paying them based on the number of orders that actually placed using the blogger's promo code. So you can utilize these two options, but whenever you're working with influencers, be it standard scheme or affiliate influence marketing scheme, always remember that it's crucial to find and choose relevant bloggers. Because by showcasing that a particular person, quite maybe well-known person, uses your service, you leverage their authority and reputation and extend it to your brand. So you need to be mindful when you are choosing the bloggers. You need to ensure that they have same values as your brand. They align with your brand image, and also they are going to be relevant to your ICP or ideal user profiles, to your target audience. And in terms of what kind of collaboration ideas you can offer, you can see on the screen some of the ideas. The list is definitely not limited to that. You can just order the ad, and in this ad, you can give some discount promo codes for both of your services. If you have the holiday season approaching, like right now we have Halloween, soon we're going to have Christmas time, you definitely can collaborate with influencers and launch some relative promotions specific to the holidays. You may have those influencers working as a driver or a courier for your super app projects and create a content based on that, of course. Or you may just have this influencer be your ambassador. So ambassador is the person who is advertising the product for a long time. Yeah, so having ambassadors is extremely beneficial. It's similar to the UGC, and especially if this influencer has good ties with the subscribers, you can get lots of loyal customers from this type of cooperation. And next one, last but not the least, type of content that we at PlayFood love, and we think that it's one of the, maybe it's actually the only most efficient tool for marketing, especially if you do not have budget to run those paid ads campaigns. So we're talking about short content. We're talking about TikToks, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Why this tool is super powerful? Because of viral algorithms. If you manage to create the video that's going to become viral, it will bring you huge traffic of people. It will help you to gain high reach, and basically you will generate exceptional awareness of audience about your content. So people will learn about you, they're going to check your service. Some of them may not use it, but still, it helps, especially smaller projects, immensely in attracting the new audience. So be creative, do not be afraid to experiment and create this type of content. Um, this type of content proves to be very efficient within Instagram, within YouTube. So definitely use the power of Reels, use the power of Shorts. And if you're wondering in general about what kind of ideas you can adopt for Shorts or for Reels or for TikToks, first of all, always keep in mind what kind of target audience is your core audience, right? What are their behaviors, what are their preferences, what they like, but also just check what your competitors are doing, check what kind of trends are right now on the market, what types of videos are gathering a lot of reach, and think whether you can adopt these ideas in your project. And next part, after digital, we are going to talk about offline marketing strategies. So of course, we are going to start with flyers. Flyers is old as a world, but very efficient, stable, and a relatively cheap tool for your promotion. So how you can utilize flyers, you can add them to your orders. You can even add them to competitors' orders. We had these examples. If you know couriers who are working for the competitors, you can agree with them to distribute a portion of flyers in the competitors' orders. You can definitely place flyers in your partner restaurants. And in general, you can distribute them easily in any other places where your target audience is. The next one is creative advertising. It can be done in the form of banners, in the form of artistic graffiti. So the key point here is to come up with with unique marketing campaign that is going to be based on some powerful insights into your audience behavior and preferences. So you need to try to come up with an idea that, first of all, your target audience is going to relate to, the idea that will resonate with them and that will stick with them, so that they start discussing these campaigns. They start thinking about, maybe I need to check it, maybe I need to check what they're offering. And then word of mouth can kick in and they can start telling their friends, relatives about this campaign and about this ad and your services. And another tool is increasing your brand visibility through courier uniform. Quite many of our partners, they for some reason overlook this tool, but just imagine, especially if you are a newly launched project, your couriers, they are going to cover great distances during the day. They will expose themselves to a huge amount of people. And if your courier has at least a branded bag, maybe also branded helmet, maybe branded jacket, and these couriers, they start moving around the city, people will be noticing those new bags. They will be noticing the new visual elements. They will think, what is this new service? They would love to check what is that, and it will be great, especially again if you are new in the city and maybe you do not have yet that big budget for running the online ads. And by the way, it just came to my mind that we spoke about flyers and distributing flyers in the restaurants, but you can do the same with the stickers. Actually, you can distribute those stickers not only in the restaurants, but also somewhere across the city where usually people are standing and waiting, maybe on the bus stops, maybe on the traffic poles. Definitely, you can distribute stickers within the restaurant, at least at the door of the restaurant, next to cashier desk, maybe even on the table. Of course, those restaurants who are collaborating with you, they can even add some QR codes on those stickers to let their customers know that right now they can order food not only offline, but they can order their favorite dishes online as well. And another area of marketing is related to in-app promotion. So here we are going to speak about the features we have within Onde and PlayFood apps. First of all, we need to mention in-app messages and push notifications. We wrote several great articles on this topic, covering in detail how to launch successful push notifications campaign, what kind of messages you can use, what kind of strategy you can pursue, how often you need to send those messages. We also have articles on how to technically set up those campaigns in Firebase. So if you want to receive the list of these materials, feel free to scan this QR code. If you do not have opportunity to do it now, we will be sending you the copy of this presentation, and here we're going to leave the link to the articles, so you will be able to see it also after this webinar and to get all of these materials after the webinar. And I'm just going to give you another 2-3 seconds to scan this QR code, and let's move on to our next in-app promotional tool, which is marketplace banners. So here we're speaking about the banners that you can see in PlayFood Marketplace. If you open the catalog, somewhere at the top of the screen, like above the vendors list, and maybe at the bottom of the screen, there will be the place to upload various images, banners. And it's a great way to capture users' attention, to spark their interest. And since those banners, it's more of conversion element, make sure that the information on the banners is always aligned and updated with the campaigns that you are running outside of your marketplace. Why it's important to think about visuals. As you can see on the screen, 75% of customers consider the visual appeal of food to be a key factor in the decision-making process. With great and high quality visuals, you're going to have 40% higher engagement rate because campaigns are using high quality visuals. Also, you can get 25-30% increase in additional purchases when cross-selling with enticing visuals. And if you have in mind, like, what is the example of high quality enticing visuals, we prepared for you a pack of marketplace banners that you can download, scan this QR code, and you will be able to request this pack. Or again, after the webinar, you'll receive presentation with the link where you can request this pack. So you will get around 30 banners that you can adopt to your projects, or you can just use as a source of inspiration, or just as, some idea what kind of promotional banners you can use in your marketplace. And always remember that a long-term success of SuperApp requires sustained marketing efforts beyond the initial launch. This is very important, that sometimes partners may think that we just need to launch one campaign from the very beginning. We need to tell people that we launched a new service, and then we can sit back and relax. And maybe this one and only campaign that we launched how many months ago, it's still going to generate the users. Well, the answer is no. You need to establish ongoing campaigns that will consistently engage users, campaigns that are going to consistently remind them of the value of your app, the value of your services, and it will keep this audience loyal to your business. And continuing this topic of running the ongoing campaigns, do not be afraid to adapt marketing efforts based on feedback and performance of your campaigns. So always make data-driven adjustments. When you are launching the campaign and you are running this campaign for some time, and maybe it's like paid ads, and in the paid ads, you may use several banners that you're going to advertise on Instagram. Once you launch this campaign, do not just let it be and let the budget be spent on all of the, for example, 3 banners that you launched equally. If you see that one banner is performing better, then redirect the budget from the remaining banners into the one that is bringing you more customers. If you, for example, launched maybe, I don't know, some push notifications and you see that the response is not great, try to analyze why it might happen. Try to draw the conclusions that you are going to use to improve in your next campaign. It's extremely important to do all these things when you are dealing with the marketing. The data is your power and is your weapon. Second point is gather and respond to customer feedback. Well, receiving negative feedback, it's inevitable. And we think that what really matters is not the absence of this negative feedback, but how quickly and effectively you respond to this feedback. So the most loyal customers are not those who never had any issues, who only had flawless experience. No, the most loyal customers are those who had issues and negative experiences and whose negative experiences were handled exceptionally well. So your main idea and your main goal is to create the great experience about using your service, even though the starting point was negative. So the ideal approach is to handle the negative experience is first of all to acknowledge the issue, let the user know that you are looking into it, provide a detailed response once the issue was reviewed, apologize, and offer a small bonus to incentivize this user to again return back to your services and to your project. So, and ideally later, just follow up to see how everything is going and whether they have any more questions or requests. When someone is leaving positive feedback, it's also important to thank the user for this feedback and acknowledge it. And that is why it's great to have social medias, because there you have the opportunity to manage these types of feedback efficiently. And last but not the least, monitor the market trends and monitor the competitors. All right, and now we got to the point of the presentation that I mentioned in the very beginning. So we prepared for you the copy of Market Strategy Builder that we are also using in our team. This file will help you to stay on top of your marketing campaigns. As you can see in this sneak peek, you will be able to write down, describe the target audience based on the segments. You will be able to choose, identify what kind of channels you're going to use for advertising for the segments. And then you're going to have the tracker where you will be able to track day by day what kind of campaigns you are running, for what kind of segment, and what is the duration of those campaigns. It will just give you opportunity to understand which channel you're using the most, which channel is generating better results. It will help you to make sure that you are running the consistent campaigns with the consistent messaging. So scan this QR code, request this file. We will gladly share the copy of this file that you can use for your super app projects and basically for any other businesses that you run. And yeah, I will just keep this slide for some time, but that's it for today in terms of the main content of the webinar. Now, if you have any questions, please jot them down in the QA box.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Vera, for such a great piece of information that we received today. I hope it was really useful for our attendees. And yeah, let's just answer the questions that we have. So Alex mentioned that the idea to create a video about one day, one courier's day in a life is a good one. So yeah, thank you so much, and I agree with that. That's a great idea, definitely. So yeah, let's. I guess everyone is busy with following the link, following the QR code to get their marketing campaign builder, because yeah, I believe that's a really great tool to use. So thank you so much for so many nice perks that you provide during this webinar today. Okay, we've got the link directs to WhatsApp, right?
Yes, that is correct. Just leave your name and we will send you the personalized copy of this builder.
Yeah. And answering the question asked by Rachel, are you going to send a video recording? Yes, absolutely. That's what we will do. But to the question that we have in the Q&A section, can the driver know how much they will get from the ride before accepting it?
I can answer it from PlayFood side. Yes, the driver can have this information in case they're using cash. When it comes to the online payment, as far as I know, they may not have this information, but at least for now. And as for on the side, I, to be honest, do not really have this info. Maybe Lisa, uh you have the answer.
Yeah, I believe they will be able to get this information, but honestly, I'm not so sure. We just recently we did a webinar about with the demo. And if you're really interested to learn more about this feature and some other features, so yeah, you can just text us or let me think. In general, if you connect to Vera with WhatsApp, via any WhatsApp link, you will definitely get this information because we are staying in touch with PlayFood. So that's something that will be available. So yeah, I believe that we answered. So in general, yes, the driver knows how much they will get from the ride and from the order. Then we have some nice words from another participant. It was quite clear and informative. Thank you. How can we do that with Onde? If you're talking about the webinar, we actually had a marketing webinar a couple of months ago. It's available on our YouTube channel. I can probably share the link right now. So yeah, the marketing webinar was done already. You can see the recording, but maybe in the nearest future, we can do another one.
Yeah, and if you mean like so you can basically apply the very same techniques to Ondi as well, to your ride-hailing services. But again, like these steps, these techniques, they can be applied to any services that you're going to work with, to any services that you're going to promote. So I would say that it's definitely universal as well. And yeah, Lisa, for some reason, I can't open the Q&A box. So I just wanted to let you know that I cannot read the questions in the Q&A section for
Yeah.
some reason.
It's strange. Maybe some settings, some issues with settings, but
I don't know.
anyway, like the question that we have here, can you do marketing on the webinar, please, and share the link as well? Yeah, I'm gonna share the link right now. Just give me a moment to find this on our YouTube channel. But again, as I said, we will probably do a separate webinar, but a little bit later, because as Vera said, all these techniques can be applied to a ride-hailing or a taxi business without involving the delivery business. If you don't do delivery, you still can use all these marketing strategies and techniques. Any webinar related to ride-hailing operation startup? I mean, let's we have a number of webinars on our YouTube channel. Again, just let me share the link with you. You will find these webinars because we did a couple of them about ride-hailing operation. So you will find this information there, but just give me a moment, please. I'm doing my search. Yeah, and meanwhile, while I'm looking for these uh, these links, please feel free to share other questions.
Okay, so I see one question in the webinar chat. Can you tell us in a few words about the Super App, how your services work together? So, yeah, as I mentioned, the Super App idea is that you combine the verticals, several verticals in one application for your customers, and basically in one application for your drivers. If you are a user of Uber, you may see that when you open Uber, you have ride hailing, package deliveries, you have food delivery all in one screen. Same we have in Onde PlayFood. So basically, the two platforms, they are integrated so that the clients, they can access ride hailing, food delivery, grocery delivery, package deliveries, and other services all in one place from one interface, from one screen, from one app. They do not need to download any additional apps.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Just, yeah. Thank you so much, Vera. We have another question in our Q&A section. Is there a languages traduction tool with conversations between drivers and customer for tourists and drivers to communicate? I believe it was about translation tool.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a very good question. I believe that it will be more question for on the team because in the Super App project we are using actively on the driver app. So we are going to check it with the team and we will just follow you up later because as far as I know, at the moment we do not have this feature, but maybe it's planned for the future. So we will check and get back to you with the more precise answer.
Yeah. So it's definitely a good question. Because yeah, we have a chat, but I'm not sure about translation for now. But okay, so I shared all the links for the Onde webinars and including the one about marketing. Yeah. Do you have a live webinars? Do we have? We do.
Yeah, I believe so. I will just add that in food delivery catalog, we are also planning to implement the feature, or actually I think we've already implemented it with the recent update that happened yesterday. But anyway, we will have the feature where you'll be able to communicate with the call center through the live chat. So yeah, live chat between the call center employees and the customers.
Yep. Thank you so much, Vera. So a lot of new exciting features are coming. And let's wait for another minute or two. Let's wait for other questions, if we have any more of them. But if not, I think it was a very informative webinar already, and our participants gain a lot of knowledge. Okay, another question. Is it possible for Onde and PlayFood to offer a subscription-based product?
Hi, Bismarck. Let's continue this discussion in the WhatsApp if you do not mind, because we definitely do have several options that are basically catered for different project goals in the first place. So yeah, I will make sure that I will reach out to you in WhatsApp, and I will just let you know what kind of solution we can come up with here.
Yeah. Great. Thank you. And we have one more question in our Q&A section. Is there use for topping up if we don't allow cash? I believe, Vera, will you start?
Marisa, can you please come up again?
There use
Is
for topping up, like the wallet option? Is it available in SuperApp?
okay, so for customers, I believe, well, when it comes to wallet, it depends, to be honest, what kind of wallet we're speaking about. We're speaking about driver wallet, or we are speaking about the customer wallet, because I can tell you that if we're speaking about driver wallet, even if you have cash flow, it still makes sense for them to top up their wallets, just due to the operational flow that you can set up with the driver. When it comes to the customer, I'm afraid to mislead you here, because the wallet for customers is at the moment available for ride-hailing part of the Super App. And I'm not very well aware of the usage and like of the peculiarities of this wallet, particularly for ride-hailing orders. So the wallet will not be available for food delivery orders, at least at the moment. So that is why I would prefer my colleagues from Onde to answer this question. We are going to note it down, and we will definitely come back to you with the answer on this question. But when it comes to drivers, it still makes sense.
Yeah. So this question was about drivers.
Okay.
Yeah, and at Onde, as Vera said, we do have the wallet both for drivers, for customers, and again, if you don't allow cash, there are always other options as well, like terminal, for example. So, and there are different payment gateways that we work with, so there are always some solutions. I believe that was the last question for now, but I'm gonna give it another minute, just another minute. And if nothing else pops up, we will call it a day.
Thank you so much for your feedback as well.
Yeah, it's really nice to read all these kind words from you. So of course we are doing our best to provide with useful information for our partners, for those who would like to be our partners, and for those who already use someone else's solutions, but we are open to share our knowledge with everyone who's interested. And we don't have any new questions, so we're calling it a day. Thank you so much, Vera, for this amazing presentation and for so many useful materials. I hope you guys did have a chance to follow the links and will use these opportunities to get these materials. And yeah, thank you. We will see you on our
Thank you
next.
so much, Lisa. Thank you so much, Lisa, for hosting me today as well. And thank you everyone who joined. I already see people requesting the materials in WhatsApp. That's amazing. So I'm going to get back to you really soon. And yeah, thank you so much and see you soon on our next webinars. Thank
Yeah,
you, guys.
thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.